Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Shadowwraith and today I'm going to be going over my top 3 casters for Middle-earth strategy battle game. Now, to make it on this list, you've got to bring quite a lot to the party, so, I mean, they've got to do something special really. And, yeah, they can't die too easily. Like, a lot of casters are quite squishy and they probably will die, but if they are squishy, they've got to have something about them that makes them worth taking, even if they're squishy. So, I'll jump straight into the list. In my number 3 slot, we've got Radagast the Brown. Now, for 150 points, you get Radagast, who is Fight 5, which is pretty good, Strength 4, Defense 5, only 1 attack, but don't worry, that gets better, 3 wounds, and Courage 7, so he's going nowhere. He's got 3 might, 6 will, and 3 fate. So really solid. So he is quite pricey. So that's this is why he's the 3rd spot rather than higher up. I do really like Radagast, and I do use him. He is fantastic with my Eagles. Now, he's got a Staff of Power, so he's getting a free point of will each turn to cast them spells. That is perfect. He's got Heroic Channeling, which obviously he's a caster, he needs that, and Heroic Defense, which is fantastic because Defense 5 is okay, but if you get charged by a Troll Chieftain or something, he's going to die unless you whack Heroic Defense on it. You can drop his Staff of Power, don't, to put him on a Great Eagle, no point. 50 points, no point. I mean, it's a pretty cheap Eagle, but no, I wouldn't bother. Or you can put him on his Sleigh, which I absolutely would recommend to put him on a sleigh. If not the sleigh, at least a horse. But the sleigh is fantastic. 45 points for a sleigh is, yeah, it's worth it. And then you can give him Sebastian for 5 points. He's just a little hedgehog and basically gives you an extra, like, fight value and strength 1 attack. Why not? And it can't be altered by might, but still pretty good. 5 points, why not? And it rounds him off if you bring the sleigh to 200 points. And that's quite good because everything you can take for Radagast Alliance are 100 points or 200 points. So it makes it nice and even number. So yeah, why wouldn't you? You will have 5 points to spare, 100%. Now, with the sleigh, he suddenly becomes movement 10, which is awesome. It's only strength 2. Oh well, it's powered by bunnies. Defense 3, not great. 4 attacks. Yeah, that's it. 4 attacks. That's what makes him pretty good. Okay. It's got 4 wounds and courage 2. And if he's dismounted or slain Radagast, that you remove the sleigh from play. And yeah, woodland creature's awesome. So if you charge him in, he's rocking in with 4 fight 5 attacks. That's pretty good. And then obviously you've got might. Perfect. Yeah. And then you've got Sebastian's extra little attack, but I mean, you never know, you might roll a 6 with that. It's perfect. Perfect. His special rules are Master of Birds. Radagast is always assumed to have line of sight on any point on the battlefield. That is really good. Additionally, Eagle models within 12 of Radagast have the resistant to magic special rule, which is fantastic because that's how people kill eagles. They transfix it or anything like that. So you at least get a little bit of defense against spells. And one with nature. Whilst he's got the infantry keyword, Radagast may move through areas of difficult terrain without penalty. Additionally, he will also gain the Stalk Unseen special rule. So if you don't want to stick him on the sleigh, and you want him purely to be a caster, that's absolutely legit, a good strategy. Because you can hide him, no one can target him, and he's safe that way. Perfect. Now, his magical powers, because this is all about the spellcasters. He's got Panic Steed, which is fantastic. Basically, on a 2+, you target anything, any cavalry model, and if you get it off, they are automatically dismounted, take a Throne Rider's test, and the mount automatically disappears. Awesome. So if you do get that off, you could get like a Felbeast gone, or a Hero's Horse, or anything. Even if you got like a banner, cavalry banner at the back that's really winding you up, boom, knock him off. He can't keep up with his mates. Or he can't go to different areas of the battlefield. Additionally, if you channel it, it affects every enemy model within 3 inches of the initial target. So if you've got a block of cavalry coming at you, boom, Panic Steed, done. That is really good. That is really good. Moving on, you've got Terrifying Aura, and basically that just makes him cause terror. And if you channel it, they have to take their courage test on 3d6, discarding the highest result. So there's a pretty good chance he won't get charged if they're like really rubbish chaff goblins or something that aren't immune to courage, that is. Immobilize does what it says on the tin. And Renew, you just pick a model, they get a wound back, or if you channel it, it's D3 wounds back. You can heal mounts with that as well, but you have to pick between the rider and the mount. We've got Nature's Wrath, so I mean it's not 6 inches anymore, it's been FAQ to 3 inches, which I think is a really good FAQ because it was way too powerful, and it just knocks everyone prone within 3 inches of him, and that goes off on a 4+. And then you got Aura of Dismay, which goes off on a 5+, and that basically gives everyone, including himself, terror. And if you channel it, it goes from 6 inches to 12. So yeah, that's really good. So you never know when you use that. If you're going against really chaffy, cheap, low morale things like, I don't know, Muhad, the Farharad lists with camel riders, they're all courage 2, which is absolutely rubbish. Bang that on, they're not charging. They're probably not charging. Anyway, that's Radagast. So pretty solid. I like him. Moving on, the number 2 slot goes to our big boy from Isengard, Saruman. He's 180 points, so he's not too crazy expensive. It is expensive if you're playing low point games, but 180 points, that's fine. I can live with that because he's quite good. His stats are, he's only movement 6, but he's fight 5, pretty solid. Strength 4, defense 5, 1 attack, 3 wounds, courage 7. Okay, with that 1 attack, you do not want to get him into combat. The only problem with Saruman, I'll say this right away, and I mean he's got other rules that make up for it. I wouldn't. If you get the scenario where you count how many kills your warlord gets, then you're going to probably lose, because magical powers do not count for kills at all. So he'll have to kill stuff in combat. Sure, you can upgrade him for 10 points to stick him on a horse. That's fine. He's got 2 attacks. He's still not very reliably killy. Never mind. Moving on from that, he's got 3 wounds, courage 7, yeah, I said that. 3 might, 6 will, and 3 fate. So that's pretty solid. And he's got heroic channeling, so yeah, that's, I mean, he's a spellcaster. His special rules, he's got the Palantir, and basically, this is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Once per game, the controlling player can use the Palantir to automatically win a priority roll. To use the use of this special rule must be declared before the dice are rolled. That's insane. That can make or break a game. Like, if you know that you've got a card in your back pocket that will say, I'm going next, you can really plan for it. I mean, Isengard have got some pretty brutal things that you can charge in and do some pretty serious damage. I mean, you've got the Wild Riders and things like that. I mean, yeah, it's really good. Especially, I mean, even you're going to get a spell off before they get to move. It's pretty good. That's a massive winning point for me. Sorry, I mean it screwed me over, and I've seen people use it and win games with it. It's really good. Now he's got his standfast is a range of 12, and unlike other hero models, standfast rolls. Oh yeah, he can affect other hero models. Cool, that's all right. And Saruman the White can choose to reroll 1 dice when making casting or resist tests. That is why he is above Radagast as well. So he's got the Palantir, and he's got that. The fact that you can reroll 1. That's fantastic. Absolutely awesome. The spells he comes with is Immobilize. Obviously, that's 18 inches. Does what you think it does. Cast on a 2+, which is nuts. Terrifying Aura, which we've gone over. Command. So basically, you can. It's got a range of 18. You pick another model, and you can move it half of its movement, but you can't get him to like jump off cliffs or anything like that. That goes off on the 3+. Sorcerer's Blast, which is a fantastic spell to have. Fantastic. So what it does is basically you target one enemy model within range, and that model is blasted d6 inches backwards, directly away from the caster, and knocked prone. It just says target, not strength value or anything like that. So you can knock pretty much anything over, unless it literally says in the rules it cannot be moved in any way or knocked over, so like the mimic or something. If the target comes into contact with another model that is strength 5 or less, it will immediately stop and both models will be knocked prone. If the target or one of the models that is knocked prone is engaged in combat, then all the models, friend and foe, in the same fight are also knocked prone. Now, the reason that's good is because I have had situations where I've been trapped, the enemy have a higher fight value than me, and I really don't want to lose that hero. So, screw it. I'll Sorcerer's Blast that guy. Done. Okay? You know, I'll knock everyone prone. No strikes for you. And you can just target anyone. Don't target the hero that's in the combat with a high fight. You target, that one random Gondor soldier. Because he can't do anything about it. Goes off on a 4+. And you save your hero pretty much. Well, you definitely will. Then, additionally, carrying on from that, the target model suffers 1 strength 5 hit. Any other models knocked prone suffers 1 strength 3 hit. Cavalry models are treated to have rolled the knocked flying result on the Throne Rider chart. Perfect for heroes or cavalry or anything. Additionally, if the target comes into contact with a piece of terrain such as an obstacle, so like anything, like houses or walls or something like that, and any other model that is strength 6 or higher, the blasted model stop, it'll be prone, and it'll take another strength 3 hit. Well, it'll take a strength 3 hit. The strength 6 model, if it gets hit by someone, won't be knocked prone. So you can't knock a Gondor soldier into, something. Well, not a Gondor soldier. I know, an orc into a troll. You won't knock it over. So yeah. And you can do it to things that have even been transfixed or compelled, or immobilized in any other way. If you channel it, the initial hit is instead strength 6, and every other model suffers 1 strength 4 hit that they hit. Okay? That's really good. And then you've got Flame Burst. It's pretty good. You can either just target one enemy model in the range of 6 inches. It goes off on a 5, which isn't so good. But they suffer 1 strength 6 hit. That's okay. But if you channel it, the target is set ablaze. And now, I brought my Mimic to one game, and it immediately got set ablaze, because you can't do anything about it and set ablaze for the rest of the game. See, I think that's a bit of a broken ruling in the game, because, sure, Mimic's really strong, but you shouldn't be able to set ablaze a Mimic, and there shouldn't be a situation where you can't do anything about it, in my opinion. Like, I know you can give him, a resistant to magic roll or something like that, so you can do something about the initial spell, but after that, you can't do anything about it. I don't like that ruling. But hey-ho, I didn't write the game. And I'm not going to moan too much about it, because I never bring the Mimic, because it's too much of a point sink, and it doesn't do enough for me. But yeah, that is Saruman. Really solid hero. And yeah, if you bring him, he's going to be the leader. Anyway, swiftly moving on, we've got the number 1 slot. Now, this one's a bit interesting. I thought it was quite a good one. We've got Galadriel, but the Lady of Light version. So, from the Book of the Hobbit. So, we've got, the White Council version. And she is phenomenal. Like, the same points as normal Galadriel, but she's a little bit different. Now, she's movement 6, fight 6, strength 4, defense 3, which is absolutely appalling. 3 attacks, 3 wounds, and courage 7. 3 might, 6 will, 3 fate. So yeah, that's alright. She's got Nenya, so basically she can reroll her fate points. It's pretty standard, but the other one can do that. And then she's got the Light of Erindil. Now, shooting attacks that are directed against Galadriel, Lady of Light, or any model within 6 of her will only hit on a roll of a 6. That is fantastic. Okay, so if you're fighting Legolas, which, you could be, unlucky. But other than that, the way I see people kill Galadriel is, the Balrog, massively. He's got his flame whip. You go up, she's hid behind her elves, but you don't care, because you hit her with your flame and pull her into base contact. She's dead, okay? Same with, even the tentacled monster, The Watcher in the Water. Yeah, tentacle, boom, pull her into combat, she's dead. But you can't do that. And she saves her mates around her, which is really nice, because, shooting can be good in some armies. She's got Heroic Channeling and Heroic Strike. So, being fight 6 with Heroic Strike, you can defend yourself if you do get a big hero in, because you can strike. Awesome. That's pretty good. The only... the other Galadriel, she's got Heroic Defense instead of Strike. And, I like that. but she hasn't got the 6s to hit only, unless she casts Blinding Light. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you. We'll just say Galadriel. Okay, I like Lady of Light version. A, because she looks awesome, and B, she's a bit more fighty, because she's also got another rule, which is War Aspect. All enemy models within 6 Galadriel Lady of Light suffer a -1 penalty to their courage. Furthermore, Galadriel Lady of Light never counts as being unarmed. There you go, because the other one is unarmed, so she's absolutely pants in combat. No point having the fight value, unless you want to use Might, which you can do, but yeah. And then this one's got Strike as well. And she's got the Lady of Lothlorien. Galadriel Lady of Light can expend a single point of will each turn without depleting her own stores. Sweet, that's not bad. Now, her magical powers. She's got Fortify Spirit, which is 12-inch range, cast on a 2+. Now, basically, what that does is it gives you 2 free dice to resist tests. So you pick a friendly model, and they get 2 extra dice to resist magical spells. If you channel it, the target also adds 1 to their highest dice score when resisting magic. Awesome. So yeah, that can come that can come in handy. Then she's got Banishment, and this is pretty good. I mean, I've only seen it used once, but it worked. And it goes off on a 4+, and what that does is the enemy model within 12 inches suffers a wound. That's it. Suffers a wound. Done. If you channel it, the target suffers D3 wounds rather than 1. Almost said mortal wounds. Wrong game. Anyway, that's pretty good. Obviously, as you can imagine, what it's intended to, you go up to a Wraith and do it. Like, the Wraith will probably deny it, but if you roll a 6 and they don't, like, sure. I mean, they can chuck, like, every single point of will they got, but that's a good way of sapping a Wraith's will. I don't bring Wraiths anyway. Well, I do, but I wouldn't rely on them, because 1 wound is just absolutely horrendous, especially if you've got things that have got, like, Panic Steed, and you just paid, like, 50 points to put them on a Fell Beast, and you didn't resist that. And then you've got Banishment as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things just to kill Wraiths instantly. Not good. Even a lucky bow shot from like a goblin can do it. Yeah, no, not for me. Not 1 wound. No thank you. So yeah, that was my top 3. Now, please let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, let me know of what you think would have been better, or if you think I got it right, let me know as well. That'd be perfect. Also, before you go, I have got a Discord server going where you chat anything about Middle-earth strategy battle game, anything, 40k, Age of Sigmar, I don't care. And you can also set up games with me or other people if you are stuck in quarantine and have a lovely little game called Tabletop Simulator or any other kind of thing. And yeah, it's a good way to meet new people. And also, I do have my Instagram if you want to see my horrifically painted models. They're not too bad, apparently. Anyway, that's what people tell me, probably to make me feel better. Thank you for listening again. And I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe, I will love you forever. If not, never mind. I will see you in the next video.